Welcome to Bennett Fishing, folks. I'm Josh, your #1 resource for jigging for lake trout or lake trout in general. So today we're going to answer one of my most common questions, and it's weird that people don't comment on my YouTube videos. They send me personal messages, either Instagram or Facebook, or even actually personal email, is how do I jig for lake trout without the very expensive spot lock or a GPS trolling motor, which I have in the front of my boat. I'll show you guys that right now anyways. So that's a Minn Kota Tarova Riptide. It retails for about, I don't know, $2,000, and they just upgraded that whole model now. It's like $2,700, which is crazy. So how do you catch or jig for lake trout when you don't have spot lock? So there is a few ways to do it. And my favorite way to vertical jig for lake trout without spot lock, I've always had spot lock, is what's called back trolling. So I'm gonna walk you through the whole process. I'm gonna try to record my screen and show you how I quickly find lake trout real quick. And then I'm gonna spin around in what's called back trolling. I do have a tiller or a back trolling boat. You can do this with a center console. You can do this with a side console bolt. Does not really matter. It's just a little trickier because you're not like right where you want to be kind of thing, like physically in the boat. But let me show you how to do it real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to start our motor up. We're going to get into an area that looks really great for lake trout. I just happened to stop here, and I'll show you why I stopped here. So we'll actually go into our 2D settings, and I'll show you what I'm looking at specifically. So right now we're kind of on a flat. So let me get up onto like kind of plane speed. And I want my boat to be running as fast as I can possibly see bait on the bottom of the lake. So I think with my boat I can see it on plane. So let's go back here, let's get on plane. All right, I'm just on plane right now. And we're gonna whiz back around where I've seen them. I just saw them a minute ago. So what we're looking for is giant balls of bait on 2D. So I'm running a GT54 transducer on my Garmin. And what we're doing is we're looking for, looks like balls of interference actually. And I'm not sure how fast I'm going. Right there. So see that little bump right there? It looks like there was interference from something. That is a cloud of bait. And in this particular lake, Lake Winnipesaukee, lake trout, salmon, rock bass, smallmouth will all be around that bait. So there's another ball of bait. We're gonna try to go where I started from. We're gonna spin back around to my waypoint that I had. Right there is bait. And right there is bait. So what we want to do, pop your boat in neutral. And so I actually have wind blowing at my face. So what we want to do is you can mark this waypoint, if you can. What we're going to do is we're going to spin the boat 180 degrees, depending on which way you're going. You want the back of the boat towards the wind. So just like that. Then you want to pop that in reverse to slow the boat down, like completely stop the boat. So there's bait all around us. And I'm going to use live scope. I'm going to do split screen for you guys. And all we're doing is popping the boat in reverse. Now my motor's brand new, so the shifting is a little clunky. It's like basically getting broken in. So I got wind coming at my back. You will get splashed. It's not the end of the world. You want to let go of that back down if you ever feel like you're going to submarine your boat. So right there at 30 feet, there looks like there's a fish, but there's not. But we have bait everywhere. So anywhere from 46 feet all the way up, that's all bait on the right-hand side of the screen and the left-hand side. So we want to continue to back troll them in reverse. And now they do make splash guards. This is kind of like a forgotten art here on how to do this. And so what we can do is we want to get just off the edge of the bait while back trolling. So see how the bait just tapered off there, which is that fuzzy stuff? We want to kind of pitch backwards here just a little bit. And there should be a lake trout right below me here. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is a lot easier to do when you have somebody else helping you. So it's a lot of looking at your graph. It's a lot of manipulating your trolling motor or your gas motor. And my sonar is in this back left corner here, so I'm actually going to use live scope instead. But you guys get the concept of basically backing down on fish. The back of the boat's not meant to go backwards. It's meant to go, boats are meant to go forward. So the back of the boat's acting as a parachute, or has a lot more drag than the front. So that's why you can go super slow. Now the other thing you can do is get one of those small little $100 trolling motors from Minn Kota, like this stern mount ones. Oh, see, there's a lake trout down there right now. A stern mount one, and do the same thing. Shut your gas motor off and literally just throttle it and keep yourself in place. Now I see a fish down there, so I'm gonna drop down. And now the wind's pushing me this way and my line's going that way because I dropped it a little early. And so there's a fine balance between the two. And it is not easy. I'm not saying this is the easiest way is to find fish and use spot lock. And we're not really seeing any fish right here, but if you see that mark right there, right above the 45 foot mark, that's my jig. Reel up, let's keep moving forward. It's a lot of chasing, guys. Unfortunately, it's not the easiest way to jig for lake trout, but it's literally a forgotten technique because of some, like trolling motors. You know, they run a couple grand, they last for 4 or 5 years. All right, we're in a lot deeper water now. We're in like 120, 130. And what we're doing is the same thing, but hopefully these fish are a little more hungry. And we're dropping down. My sonar is back over here, like I was saying before. So my line's drifting off the back here for a second. So what we want to do is just tap it in reverse so we can get vertical on it as much as possible. That helps with setting the hook. That helps with seeing our jig. And what we're looking for is a bunch of fish on the right here to get engaged with us. Just gonna pop us in reverse to stop us. We need to get down 100 feet here, so takes a little bit of time. So if you look at the sonar there's one fish that's on top there that's actually active. He's moving, which means he's eating. It's a good sign for lake trout in general. And I really don't have much wind anymore, but the concept's the same as we were going over before. I'm just trying to get one more on deep water for you guys to show it can be done. Deep water's a little easier, just because you have a little more running room. Usually the fish are hungrier down deeper, but not always. Really depends. I mean, it's really about boat control. So there's my line back into the sonar cone. And I'm running mine at 200 kilohertz right now, which is pretty standard. Right off the back of the boat here. I have a little bit more room, but my dog's in the way. He likes this spot. Got him. Really, really small, but we got him. I mean, really small, but. And there's how you back troll for lake trout. Yes, that's a tiny one, but the concept is the same. Going right back in. So I hope you guys learned something. It's a very common question. What do I do if I don't have a trolling motor? Back trolling is really your best solution. Drifting is kind of a pain in the butt, and depending on if you have really heavy jigs or not. If you guys want to continue to support the channel, I have a website, bennettfishing.company.site, where I make and sell the baits that I use in all of my videos. They just slay lake trout. And if you want to learn more about how to catch lake trout, click here or here. There's a whole how-to video section, and there's a whole of just like the vlog style of me just catching lake trout. So they're one of my favorite species, and I will see you at one of these videos.